Hi there, it's Dr. Karen, and I have a very important website to show you and share with you. I did share this on my Facebook page at 7 o'clock on my Women's Midlife Specialist page and my Leggett Medical Group Facebook page. So you can find this there and click over to it, maybe save it on your desktop, and you can get daily up-to-date information on what is happening not only right next to you, but also also globally. So let's start by looking actually at what is happening right here in the United States. If you're watching this from the United States, don't worry, this is for you, but I will look at this globally to give you an idea of what's going on. Now this is from Johns Hopkins website. This is called the coronavirus COVID-19 global cases that they are keeping up to date. Right now there are 90,912 total cases confirmed. That means that we know for sure that is positive. There are many, of course, that have not been confirmed or tested or reported. So far, we've had 3117 deaths and almost 48,000 have totally recovered. That means that there are, close to 40,000 that are still in the process of recovering. So this is total recovered, and this is the number of deaths, and this is the total confirmed. Now, when you look at a specific location, this is very interesting. You can put your pointer anywhere that there have been cases, and it will bring up that information for you. So this is where our deaths first started in King County, Washington, in a nursing facility there. I'll just talk more about the threats at nursing facilities, the extended care facilities, rehab facilities. These are at a very high risk because they're elderly people who are at high risk, and these elderly people are being transported often to and from hospitals, and the incubation period for COVID is 2 to 14 days. And with 2 to 14 days, symptoms may not even show. And so they may be at the hospital, they come back from the hospital, and the doggone COVID knocks on the door at a facility and now infects people at the facility. So this is a difficult place to be. In any event, they now have 14 confirmed cases in King County with 5 deaths. When I went to bed last night at 5 a.m., that number was 2. So they have unfortunately lost 3 more people in King County, Washington. 1 has recovered. That's very good. That's new. That was placed there today, and 8 existing. Now, let's take a look over here. I'll show you this a lot about this map so you can navigate it yourself when you pull it up. Here is where my geriatric practice is, and sure enough, yesterday we had 1 case. It was actually a few days ago in Sarasota. That's where my practice is. And I do have a geriatric practice and a long-term care facility, primarily several long-terms. And we have 1 confirmed case now in Sarasota. She is still in the hospital. And unfortunately, a colleague that I work closely with did have contact, and he is now quarantined, doing well. He is not sick at this point. Hopefully he won't become sick. In any event, he and another doctor are on quarantine, and many other people from that hospital. So this is very, very close to home, and it is close to your home too. I don't want you to take this lightly. I don't want you to think that this is a hoax. This is not a hoax, people. This is not a political effort. This is global. This has nothing to do with Bill Gates and some vaccine money-making issue. This is the real thing. Now, why is this so important? I have moved over into a different part of our world. What you're looking at here is mainland China. This having the most cases, of course, you know that. South Korea is second highest, and Italy is the third. So here is South Korea right in here. This is mainland China, all these bubbles you see. South Korea, and Italy is over here, right here. So Italy is third in the number of total cases confirmed. Now, there is something that I want to show you that I think is a very positive thing. This is serious. There's no doubt this is serious. I will go further into why this is so serious in just a moment. But first, I think I want to show you something that I feel is a good, and I think that anybody would feel, it's not just me, but I think that this is a good sign here. This top line right here, this is looking at actual cases of confirmed coronavirus. This is in mainland China, and you can see how there was a rather quick upswing of the number of cases, and this middle line right here are the total recovered. So you see that is still on the upswing. That's very, very good of total recovery. But here's what I want you to take note. This line is leveling off. That is a very, very good sign. So this has been leveling off, and I think we can say that it truly is now, because you can see, I wish my pointer didn't make that, but this date is right here. Let's see, 2/15. It says 2/15, 2/16, 2/17, and here we are over here at 3/3 in mainland China. That's very good. We're talking here 2 weeks of close to leveling off. That is confident enough that things are looking much better controlled. Very, very important. This bottom line is other locations, and I'm going to show you it with a logarithmic graph here in just a second, but it just appears we're just about to take off. Now this is the logarithmic. Here's our mainland China cases. As you can see, when you're looking at it in a logarithmic fashion, we've got a much better understanding and clarity that it is leveling off. The second line, again, is the total recovered, and the third is where we fall because we're in other locations. This is what I'm talking about. Many people may be actually watching this from other countries, but in the United States, everywhere except for mainland China, we're still on the upswing. Now, I see a tiny little flattening there, and hopefully that's the case. Now, this is something that you can look at also on your own. These are daily cases, but the two that are most significant, I think, are the actual and the logarithmic there. So now there's something to consider here that I want you all to think about with China, where we've got this wonderful looking flat graph here. We like that, but remember, they are a communist country. They quarantined, and they quarantined entire cities. They kept people from going anywhere. And this is very important. Will the people of free countries do the same? We have to take responsibility, and we have to not be cocky. We should never be cocky for something like this, because this is the real deal. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, because I've had people write me and tell me, yeah, but more people die of the flu every year than this. We've had 3,000 deaths with 90,000 cases. We have more than that with the flu every year. Let me tell you what is very, very critical here. So first of all, this is global spread now. Here, over here, you will see all the different countries that this has spread to. This is critical, people, all right? And it's not just that. The flu is a much larger particulate virus, meaning, yes, it does spread by droplets and you can catch it rather easy, but testing is extremely easy. Number one, you go to your local physician or you go to any walk-in clinic, they test you, they tell you you're positive, they give you Tamiflu, you go home and you hunker down and go to bed. That's not what is happening here, okay? That is not what is happening here. Testing is not available to us right now. I don't have any tests. Here it is happening in my own. We've got a case here and I don't have access to tests, and neither do any other doctors in our community or anywhere in the United States. The people who have tests are the hospitals, and that's it right now, people. So testing is not available. You get it, you do not get a test unless you are very sick and you go to the hospital. You don't feel well, stay home. That's the only way to contain this. I'm telling you, we don't have tests. Let's not get cocky. So testing is critical. The second thing is the particulate matter. That means the size of this virus is so small that it can go through regular masks that people wear. Regular masks will not hold this back like a flu will. Now, it requires specialized masks called N95 or N99 or N100 masks that can prevent it from getting through. So it's much, much smaller, so it's much easier to transmit, and we don't have testing available. So these are very important things for you to think about. Now, again, I put this on my website. Here it is. You can go there now. I have it on my desktop, so you can easily check it on a day-to-day basis. And this is updated daily. So I hope you got something from this, and for those of you who wrote me and told me that you think it's a hoax or something less important than it is, I hope this convinced you as to why it's not. But for those of you that are scared, I hope that you are less scared now by showing this to you, and also just emphasize how important it is. I'll be writing a lot more and doing videos a lot more on how to protect yourself and your families. Okay, have a wonderful day, and God bless you.